useless!
What's going on, guys? You're chilling with Zabza, and today I've got a UU battle for you. This is actually a UU battle I had a long time ago on a stream, but I've been trying to save it for a special event by submitting it to Mount Silver Battles, but they up and just like disappeared or something. I have no idea what the hell happened to them, so I just decided that I'm going to upload it to my channel instead. Now, looking at my opponent's team, Manectric, pretty much obviously Mega. I mean, there's nothing else on his team that could be Mega, and Manectric isn't quite UU material, so I'm almost positive it's Mega. Next, we've got Cofagrigus, which I'm not sure if it's defensive or specially defensive, but either way, I need to watch out for it, considering it's a pretty good threat wall-wise. Darmanitan, huge hitter. I need to worry if that thing is Choice Scarf or Choice Bandit or something. Usually they like running Choice items, but I myself like to use the Life Orb set, but that's just me. A Kecleon, which I'm going to enjoy fighting, because I know that usually these things can run Assault Vest, but there are priority attackers with Protean, and it's really cool to face them. Next we've got Kyurem. I have no idea what the heck kind of set this is. I mean, I've been playing RU a bit now, and I see that they run the specially offensive set, but this was a while ago back in UU, so I wasn't sure if they were running physical or special sets, because I know that its physical attack is just as good as its special attack. And finally, interestingly enough, we have Miltank, which, don't get me wrong, Miltank, very tanky, but not quite as tanky as some of the other walls in UU, so I'm not that worried about it. But enough with that, let's get to the battle. So this battle is against klaw9999. Like I said, we had this battle on the stream. He's going to start off with his Miltank. I'm guessing just get off rocks. I'm going to start off with my cookies because I think that I could just Volt Switch if I don't like the matchup, or in case of this thing, I can trick in a Choice Scarf, which I do. And he goes for the Earthquake the next turn, predicting me to switch, but now I'm going to stay in, going to Will-O-Wisp this thing, and now it is crippled. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Now knowing he's going to switch, I'm going to go for the Volt Switch as he brings in the Darmanitan, and I'm going to be able to get some nice switch initiative here as I can go into my Grand Bull, my little puppy, and get off the Intimidate so that way it can't hit quite as hard. But now I'm going to switch out, predicting the Flare Blitz, going into my Candle Lamp. Now, maybe I shouldn't have played this well at the beginning of the battle, because he starts to up his game here. And I'm going to go for the Substitute, predicting the switch, so that way I can get a safe hit off. And I wasn't sure what he would switch into at the time, so I thought that any way you look at it, this would be a good switch. He goes for the Earthquake, and that's definitely going to break my sub, even though he's burned. And that Choice Scarf was working against me a little, but I'm able to get off a Fire Blast and knock it out, which is surprising. So I guess it was either a Scrappy or maybe a Sap Sipper set, because Thick Fat, it probably would have been able to live the hit. And now he brings in Darmanitan as I go into Cookies, predicting the Earthquake. However, he goes for the Rock Slide, which was pretty good, a much better move. I mean, it hits my Rotom, which is immune to his Earthquake, and it still hit my Chandelure, so I'm going to bring in my Empoleon now that I've lost one of my pivots, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. And go for the rocks on the predicted switch as he goes into his Cofagrigus, goes for the Shadow Ball, and you know what? Get out of here, Roar. Just get out, Cofagrigus. No one likes you. And in comes Kyurem. I'm thinking that he could go for the Earth Power, but just in case he predicts my switch into Umbreon, I'm going to go into my Gramble, and that'll help if he predicts the switch into Umbreon, or if he goes for the Dragon-type move, so I'll be immune, but he does just go for the Earth Power, and gets a critical hit, which brings me down really, really low. And now he's going to switch out and go into his Cofagrigus again. And I'm going to pull back and go into my Nightmare, my Umbreon. Now, my thought here is that Nightmare can wall Kyurem really well now that I know it's a special set. And Umbreon is just a decent wall in general. And this next part is sped up for obvious reasons. It's obviously a stall battle. As I get off the Toxic on him, he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp on me the next turn, and there's just really no point in not speeding through it, because it's just a bunch of Wish Protect shenanigans, and I kind of want to get an opportunity to Wish Pass into my Lilo Puppy, but I don't think that while this thing is out, it's not exactly a good switch. But I do go for I could have gone for it there, but I was afraid he might go for the Shadow Ball, and I go into Chandelure to take the Wish, because I thought that Chandelure was bulky enough that it could take one Shadow Ball from the Cofagrigus. Now here, I'll admit, I make a very questionable play, but it had some sound reasoning behind it. I go for Substitute a few times, because one, I wanted to try and get behind a sub in case he tried to in case he wanted to go for protect again, but then again he'd have no reason to since I'm leftovers, so I guess that was kind of flawed. Now thinking back on it, and I wanted to get my sub up, and I wanted to stall out Toxic just a little bit. Excuse me, burp. Just in case he was the specially defensive set, because if he was the specially defensive set, I'm pretty sure from that range I wouldn't have been able to knock him out. But I actually get my Chandelure into pretty low HP, which isn't exactly great for me, and I'm going to knock it out this turn with the Shadow Ball. So that was a bit of wasted time on my part. I could have just gone for the Shadow Ball before. There was no reason not to. And I just got greedy trying to get up my substitutes, trying to get up my sub with Calm Mindset going. So in comes Darmanitan, and I just go into my Lilo puppy as fodder because I don't expect him to go for any kind of move that one of my mons would be able to survive. So better to get the attack drop. Now I'm going to go on my Kingpin V2, predicting him to switch. I'm going to go for the Roar, however he goes for the Rock Slide. Damn it! I honestly did not predict him to go for the Rock Slide. I thought he'd want to preserve it. So now he's got another hit off with his Darmanitan because I believe he said in the battle he had an odd number of HP. So that was another mistake on my part. This battle I do make a lot of mistakes, and but despite that it was pretty good. So in goes the Kyurem. I know it's special now, so I can go into my Umbreon. His attack goes down, so I feel safe just going for a Wish, even though I've got like minimal HP. At least I should feel safe going for the Wish. He goes into his Darmanitan. As I bring in my Nightmare, I should have felt safe, but I just go into my Empoleon. And you know what? I want Empoleon to finish what he started. And he goes for Rock Slide again. I'm thinking he might not have Earthquake. And actually, Darmanitans may not run Earthquake now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure they do, but he may not. He may just have like Superpower, Flare Blitz, and something else. So now in comes the Manectric, which I'm a little afraid of. He's going to Mega Evolve right now, but I figure I might be able to take one Thunderbolt, maybe, just maybe, as he goes for the Volt Switch, and it does a ton of damage. It just flat out knocks me out. And that's when I remembered my Empoleon is physically defensive, not specially defensive, and I'm like, crap. So another mistake there. I'm going to go into my Nightmare, my Umbreon, because I want to scout what he's going to do, and if he goes for the Draco, I can lower its special attack. So I actually have to sack it here, but it's not that big of a deal because I still have my Chandelure and my other Pokemon, and I do have this opportunity. I can go for the sub here, which is a nice, it puts me in a nice position, but I end up going for the Calm Mind, and I don't know why. I should have just gone for the substitute. And he brings in his Kecleon, which is a little unfortunate because, like I said in the preview, this thing is a priority attacker. He goes for the Sucker Punch. Nope. I'm going to go for the substitute, banking that he does not have the Shadow Sneak. And it looks like he doesn't, because the Sucker Punch fails. I'm going to go for the Fire Blast, and it doesn't do as much as I'd like it to. So that shows that he is the Assault Vest variant. And I'm going to be able to knock him out next turn thanks to some prediction shenanigans, going for a Shadow Ball. And he didn't go for Sucker Punch. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't going to go for Sucker Punch, thinking I just wanted to get up a substitute, based on how I was playing with his Confagragus. So in comes Manectric. I'm a little bit worried, just a little, because he goes for the Thunderbolt, but I've still got my ace in the hole for this battle. I have my Ozzy Jones, my Reuniclus. And Reuniclus is very, very bulky. I predicted the Volt Switch here, so I went for the Recover, which might not have been a great move on my part, but it was a move nonetheless. And here he goes for Roost. What the hell? He's choiced in some way, I know he is. And he goes for Roost? Crap. I go for the Recover, predicting the move to lower my HP. I was predicting a Draco, and I wanted to recover for Manectric. And that was just a bad move on my part. I go for the Focus Blast now, as he switches into Manectric. And I think that, okay, I've got full HP. I should be able to take this Draco Meteor. I should be fine. And I should be able to knock him out with maybe even just a Psy Shot. So I'm like, GG man, that was really fun. I've got this game in the bag. But nope, holy crap, that thing is Specs. Damn it. Thanks for that battle, klaw9999. I have to say it like that, otherwise I confuse myself with the number of nines. But yeah, thank you for that battle. That was a really fun one. Now on to the talk of the day. Today's talk of the day, I just want to give you a little preview of what I've got going on. So enjoy this little clip, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So that's your choice.
Well, number one.
You have to, one, you either have to release a Pokemon of our choosing, 2, you lose your next encounter, or 3, you have to say something during the episode. We choose what you say.
Well, number one, I only have one Pokemon at the moment, and the next encounter is, I think, the tunnel place. So that's number 2 is a possibility. And I have no shame, so I have no problem with number 3.
Okay, he's gonna go with number 3. So.
Well, no, I don't mind. I thought you were choosing which one I.
Well, if you want to go with number 3, that's fine. You lose nothing, pretty much.
You lose nothing but your dignity.
I don't know. Belgium's annoying.
What, you want to lose the Nuzlocke right here?
Nah, I might need a new encounter, so I'll just go with 3.
Alright. Alright.
Oh god.
So on the count of 3, you have to start playing the video. I will provide audio for what it is. So yeah, on the count of 3, go ahead and do it. 3, 2, 1, play. You have to sing along to that, by the way.
Oh god. During the episode, like now?
Yep.
Yeah, now.
Fuck. Stranger to love. You know the rules, and so do I. It's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Yeah.
Oh, it was so much better than I thought it would be. Oh, it was so great.